In a mountain in Spain, 30 meters underground, there's a cave. Its name is Cima de los Huesos, the Pit of Bones. In the 1990s, a team of scientists were exploring it, and what they found would shake the entire field of anthropology. A skull, human-like, but not quite human, belonging to an early human species that died here 430,000 years ago. But the truly shocking part wasn't the death itself. The skull had 2 deep fractures, in the exact same spot, at the exact same angle. At first, scientists assumed an accident, maybe a fall, maybe an animal attack, but when they ran a forensic analysis, the same kind used in real crime scenes today, their conclusions sent a chill through the scientific community. This was not an accident. These were 2 separate blows, from the same weapon, by the same person, delivered with clear intent, which means 430,000 years ago, before language as we know it existed, before humans had even fully mastered fire. One human being deliberately killed another. This isn't just a murder mystery, it's a question about who we really are. Was violence something society taught us, or was it already there buried in our biology since the very beginning? To understand the full truth, we're going to break this down into 4 chapters, and the final one might be the most unsettling of all. Chapter 1. The cave that shouldn't exist. First, let's understand why this place is so strange to begin with. Cima de los Huesos is a vertical shaft, a straight drop underground, no easy entrance, no convenient access point. So ask yourself, why would early humans, with no modern equipment, ever venture into a place this deep, this dark, this dangerous? There was no food down there, no water, no shelter, only one thing: bones, belonging to roughly 28 individuals, all the same species, all arriving here at different points in time. Scientists were left with only 2 possible explanations. Either these individuals accidentally fell in one after another over the course of many years, or someone was deliberately placing their dead here. The second option is far more disturbing, because it means this species, despite being incredibly primitive by our standards, already understood death. They had something we still recognize today: ritual. And if they were caring for their dead this deliberately, then what happened to the skull with 2 intentional blows to the head? Was that also part of a ritual? Or did someone within their own group eliminate another member and then hide the body here? Chapter 2. Reading a 430,000-year-old crime scene. In 2015, a team of forensic scientists, the kind who typically work real modern crime scenes, revisited this skull. The study was led by researcher Nohemi Sara Cruz Ortega and her team, who applied modern forensic pathology to a case nearly 500,000 years old. They used a method still standard in police investigations today: trauma mapping. Every wound was analyzed for shape, for depth, for angle. And this is where it gets interesting. There were 2 fractures, both on the forehead, on the left side, both identical in size, both identical in shape. If this had been an accident, a fall, a struck rock, the angles would have varied. They would have been random. But here, both blows were so precise that scientists concluded this could only be the work of one trained, deliberate hand. The same weapon, striking the same spot twice. Meaning the first blow wasn't enough. The second blow was there to finish the job. This reflects cold, calculated intent. Now here's the real twist. This species, Homo heidelbergensis, was, until this discovery, understood to be a relatively simple, survival-focused species. They hunted, they used fire, they made basic tools. But did they also have premeditation? The concept of planning, the patience to target someone and strike them not once but twice to make sure it was done. That means jealousy, rage, revenge, the struggle for power. These emotions are far, far older than we like to believe. This isn't some byproduct of modern society. This is something that has been wired into humans from the very start. Chapter 3. The Silent Inheritance. This is where the story gets uncomfortable, because this isn't just a 430,000-year-old mystery, it's a mirror. In modern anthropology and criminology, there's a theory known as the man-the-killer hypothesis. It argues that among all primates, humans kill members of their own species at a uniquely high rate. Chimpanzees display violence too, but in humans, organized planned violence, war, murder, genocide follows a pattern that has repeated across nearly every civilization in history. And this skull from Cima de los Huesos supports that theory, because it proves this behavior is not a recent development. It is printed into our species' DNA and has been for hundreds of thousands of years. Today we call ourselves civilized. We built laws, courts, police forces. But stop and think, why were all these systems created in the first place? Because deep down, we knew without rules that same instinct, that same capability is still alive in every one of us. Every act of road rage, every viral crime headline, every time we ask, how could someone be this cruel? We're actually asking that question about ourselves. But the truth is, this question isn't as new as it feels. It has been sitting inside that cave waiting for 430,000 years. So this skull didn't just tell us when the world's first proven murder took place. It told us that humans, even in their earliest, most primitive form, were already capable of planning and executing the death of one of their own. No society taught them that. No religion, no movie, no bad influence was responsible. It was simply one human, standing in front of another. And a decision was made. Today, we like to believe that crime, violence, jealousy are problems of the modern world, byproducts of stress, of a fast living, of social media. But the bones lying in that cave tell a different story. All of this is part of our species' original code, and laws, morality, civilization, these are simply our ongoing attempt to control that code, every single day. So, the real question isn't, why are humans violent? The real question is, if our earliest ancestors, with such limited understanding of the world, were still capable of eliminating one another so easily, then with all our knowledge, our technology, our power today, how far have we really come?